Welcome back. I hope you all had a great weekend. I want you to get out your whiteboards, marker, and an eraser, as well as your addition packet, because we're going to do 2 pages of that today. So let's get started on our whiteboards. We're going to work on 3-digit addition. So we've done some 2-digit addition before, and we know how to regroup if the numbers are more than 10. Now we're just going to add another number. So if I have the number 136 plus 200, 200, I guess we can go 203, what does that equal? Remember, we always start at the right, and if you want to copy this down, please do so now. So we start with our ones, and sometimes I like to take a paper and cover up those other rows so I know how to keep track and working from right to left. So for my ones, then my tens, and then my hundreds. So 6 plus 3 is 9. 3 plus 0 is 3. Remember, we're adding, so don't subtract. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 136 plus 203 equals 339. Alrighty, erase your boards. We're going to practice again. What if I have 442 plus 212? Okay, remember we're adding, so our number needs to be bigger. We start with our ones. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Then we go to our tens. 4 plus 1 equals 5. Now we can go to our hundreds. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Did I have to do any regrouping up top? I did not. And that's because all of my numbers, when I added them, were smaller than 10. If they were bigger than 10, then I would have to make a new either 10 or 100, depending on what column I'm in, up above and add that in. All right, erase. We're going to do 2 problems together on your first worksheet. Okay, then we're going to start talking about regrouping. So let's do the first one. We always start with our ones. We have 136 plus 210. 6 plus 0 equals 6. 3 plus 1 equals 4. And notice how I'm lining them all up. 1 plus 2 equals 3. My answer is 346. Let's go on to the next one. We have 454 plus 112. We start with our ones. 4 plus 2, 6. Is that more than 10? It's not, so I don't have to put another 1 up above our tens. 5 plus 1 equals 6. And 4 plus 1 equals 5. Okay, we'll do one more together. 313 plus 226. We start with our ones. 6 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we move on to our tens. 2 plus 1, or 1 plus 2, is 3. And then we go to our hundreds. 3 plus 2 is 5. Our total is 539. All right, I'm going to turn my packet because you guys are also going to finish that page and then do this page as well. But we're going to go back to our whiteboards and we're going to solve some problems that do require us to regroup. So if I have the number 349 plus 226. All right, we do the same thing as we did before. We start with our ones. We have 9 plus 6. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Some of us like to write it off to the side, and that's okay. Or we can write our ones down here, and we made a new 10. 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 2 equals 7. Is 7 bigger than 10? Nope, so I did not have to regroup to make a new 100. We did not make a new 100. 3 plus 2 equals 5. So my total of 349 plus 226 is 575. And I had to regroup here because 9 plus 6 was more than 10. Okay, erase your whiteboards quick. We're going to do another one together, and then we're going to do 2 on the worksheet. All right. Our next problem is 177 plus 239. All right. We start with our ones. What is 7 plus 9? I always like to start my bigger number and count on. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And 16 is bigger than 10. So remember, you can write it off to the side, or you can just write 6 ones, and then we make a new 10. 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Uh-oh, what happens now? Now we have 11. This one goes all the way over here, and we make a new 100. We are left with 110, and we make a new 100. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 equals 4. So remember, you start with your ones. If it's bigger than 10, you have to add 1 to the tens. And this one was. Then we count that. Well, guess what? We got to 11, which is bigger than 10, so we had to add another 1 to our hundreds. Okay, see how we brought the number in the ones place down, and the other number we regrouped. Okay, we're going to do one more. Erase your whiteboards. Do 657 plus 264. Okay, we start with our ones. 7 plus 4 equals 11. Okay, the number in our ones place goes down, and we regroup. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay, that gives us 2 in our ones place and a new 100. Okay, so we had 2 tens left over, and we were able to make a new 100 because our answer there was 12. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 2 equals 9. Our total is 921. Let's move on to our worksheet now. We have 235 plus 524. You can use this workspace over here to rewrite your answer, or you can choose to write it underneath. So we have 235 plus 524. All right, so 5 plus 4 equals 9. 3 plus 2 is 5. And 5 plus 2 is 7. Our answer is 759. Okay, we're going to do one more. 127 plus 239. 127 plus 239. And so I don't get confused. I'm going to draw a line under this problem so I know I'm done with that. We start with our ones. 7 plus 9 is 16. Okay, so you can write it off to the side if you want. Or we know there are 6 left over, and we add a new 10. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Do I make a new 100? I do not, because 6 is less than 10. 1 plus 2 equals 3. My answer is 366. All right, your job is to finish the rest of this page and the first page, okay? Don't forget, you don't have to regroup on every single problem. If you have any questions, send me a message and we can set up a Zoom meeting. Keep up the great work.